We're ready for math today, being Wednesday, April 22nd. For math today, you need your test 13 from your packet. Test 13, it's like this. It's page 105 to page 106. There are two sides, so please be sure that you're doing both sides, okay? Test 13. When you finish test 13, I need a picture of the front and the back sent to me for a grade, just like normal. Second thing today, pages 275 to 276 is a review. I'm going to leave it up to you. If you want to work on some of the exercises, that's fine. I'll go over it in a few minutes, but I'm going to leave that up to you. Okay, so let's look at test 13 first. Make sure your name and today's date is on it. I'm going to go over the directions for each section. Number 1, follow the signs. These are 3 points apiece. Please be sure you have your 9, 8, and 7 table handy. You don't want to make careless mistakes here. Number 2, solve the story problems. These are 3 points apiece. You are looking at 2A, which will be a 2-step problem. They give you a question, but you're going to need to solve for a piece of information before you can answer the question. How much did he spend in all? So just be sure you're 2 steps. 2B is a conversion problem, so just be sure you're setting that up where you can draw your little box and solve there. Moving on to number 3, divide. Write the remainder as a fraction. These are 4 points apiece. So when you work 3, you can, for the problems that you can short divide, you can do that, or you can have the 0 step, whichever your eye likes. Second part of this is be sure that your remainder is written as a fraction. So your quotient will be a mixed number for 3A, B, and C, a mixed number. Turn over to the back. Number 4 is divide. This is 3 points. You are dividing money here, so please be sure you're including your decimal point and dollar sign. You will not have a remainder here. This will be an even divide. Number 5, round to the nearest dollar. These are 3 points apiece. So just make sure you're being careful there. Please include your decimal point and dollar sign, decimal point and dollar sign. Number 6, find the fractional part of each whole number. These are 3 points apiece. So remember the fractional part, so your answers will be mixed numbers. Okay. Number 7, write the Arabic numbers for these Roman numerals. These are 2 points apiece. Some of these, like A, B, C, and D, just have flat values. You don't have to do any math there. E through H, you're going to need to be sure that if you need to, that you're following the strategy of writing your numbers above the Roman numerals, isolating any values there that like smaller before larger, and be sure that you're working it that way. Take your time on these. These are 2 points apiece, but you know you can lose right many points here. So just be careful. Number 8, reduce to lowest terms. These are 3 points apiece. So just be sure here that you're not writing your number in the blank, that you're actually reducing. Reduce means to divide. So you should have a fractional answer for A through D, not a whole number. And then number 9, write the missing term. It looks like you're doing some work with your 10 and 11 table. Be careful with those, especially when you get to the end of those tables, that you're not confusing things. Just write it if you need to. That's a sure strategy for solving these problems. Yep, those multiplication tables. The basis of 3rd grade math. Even right here at the end. All right, so if you'll lay that to the side for just a second, Let's look at your page 275 to 276 today. Like I said, this is just a little fun review in keeping with our space theme. Number 1, finish the number web. So 18 there is your central number, and then you're just moving around each part, just solving for what they give to you. For example, 18, if you move up to the top number, it's 18 times 2. So you just write the answer there. Number 2, you're writing the missing terms. And then if you look on the back, number 3, this is something you may want to, you have interest in. A dwarf planet is a heavenly body that orbits the sun, but does not have all the characteristics of a planet. Solve these problems and use the code to discover the names of the 5 dwarf planets. Remember to capitalize the first letter because these are proper nouns. So you just solve your problems there, and then you use the code to fill those in. Like I said, this is completely up to you. If when you're finished with test 13, if you're finished, that's fine. This is just a review. I'm going to leave it up to you. Concentrate on your test and then decide what you want to do about your review. All right? So just to recap, test 13, front and back, send me a picture of both sides when you're finished. And when you're ready for your next video, we'll go to language.